on NFHS. If
we are here live. They do.
Okay.
Michael Davis alongside the one and only Isaac Nagel for your Bobcats versus Martinsville Bulldog varsity action. We just had the JV contest. The Bobcats did fall. We got a lot to dive into tonight. It is senior night. If the JV contest is anything of what the varsity game could be, this one could be exciting. Isaac, how's it going, buddy?
It's going good. I don't know what the phrase barn burner means, but that was a barn burner.
That was.
It was. It was fun. It was a tie ball game with 4:40 left. JV couldn't quite pull it off, but a great effort to close out the year for them. Varsity's got a tall task in front of them. A Martinsville team. Oh, they scare you, don't they?
Yeah, they scare me. You know, this if you're familiar, if you're listening, you are very familiar with the Bulldogs and the Bobcats. This is the first year the Martinsville Bulldogs are in the Three Rivers District, but they have played a lot in the playoffs against each other. Those battles were infamous. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yep, I think so.
And they were electric. I've talked about this before. Martinsville has the head coach is different now. They had a guy who would get so animated. He always wore a suit and tie, which I actually respect from a basketball coach's standpoint. I think we've went too far one way with the leisure in basketball. But he would always get so animated, he'd rip off his sport coat and he'd throw it across the floor. And I actually loved it. It was fun to watch. It was electric, and it was a crazy playoff atmosphere. This feels like, Isaac, this is a regular season matchup. This is playoff atmosphere tonight. This is an interesting feel about the atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Part of that senior night, part of that is probably the best team that you're going to see in this gym this year, because this is the final game, and it does not look like they're going to host a game unless maybe the Bobcats win tonight and have some other things fall their way. They might be able to snag the 4 seed. Right now we're looking at probably the 6 seed and playing at Floyd, which would be chaotic on Friday.
What an
back-to-back Fridays.
That'd be Friday?
Floyd. That would be Friday at Floyd.
I wonder where we might be Friday.
Oh, I'll be at Floyd.
Yeah.
I'll have both kids. Becca's me out of town. I'll find a way for them to be with me or go to their grandparents' house or something. If you want to babysit, we'll call the game while you babysit.
Yeah, please.
My goodness. Here's what I'll say about these the Martinsville Bulldogs. They're 18-3 on the year. All 3 of those losses coming in a row. Essentially on Christmas break. They had won the 29th, won the 30th. The 30th, won the 31st. Those 2 teams with a combined record of 34-10 on the year so far. And then a loss to a team called South Lakes that's somehow 10-14, but I'm imagining that's a 5 or 6A team that they just wanted to play in a tournament. And after that, it's been all victories over good teams. They beat Floyd County by 28 points. One of the surprises, though, the most recent game that they had, they only beat Carroll by by 11. An official told us Carroll was up 5 at half of that game. So they can bleed. There's a chance.
Yeah, there is a chance. I mean, you know, even the what was it like, the 72 and whatever Warriors, right? Even they lost some games. That being said, the scouting report, if you've known these Martinsville teams for a long time, they love to run and gun. They love to push the pace, and the theory is let them shoot threes. Isaac, I was sitting over here watching the warm-up just now. I watched 5 guys in a row make a 3. One young man turned around and said, after he made his 3, he said, it's over with.
Oh, no.
And so if that's a scouting report, and I think they know that. I think they know that teams are letting them shoot the 3. But what you don't want is the Martinsville Bulldogs to get hot from behind the arc. Then you got to push up on them. Then they can attack the basket. Now, before we completely turn the page on the season, Isaac, I'm not sure how much you want to dive into or not. We talked about just bringing up the last week or so of the Bobcats. As we know, no Jaden Hendricks tonight.
Yep.
As the Bobcats lost to Floyd in what some would say, a
lot of controversy in that
controversial fashion.
I'll just say what we've heard from other people, because we were here commentating on the girls' game, an absolute awesome game that the girls won in overtime. A Shannon Wade layup with about 10 seconds left in overtime sealed it for the Bobcats. On the other side of town, it was chippy the whole way through. There were some absolutely dirty fouls called. Not called on Floyd. I think Floyd would agree. They wanted to play a physical game, and they did. What happened at the end was hard. Jaden Hendricks chirping at the ref at the end of the game. A mandatory ban of a player of 5 games.
Yeah, so 20% of the season.
Yep.
Which in football, it's the same penalty. It's just there's less games. So
I
it
didn't
doesn't.
think about that.
Yeah, it's the same across all VHSL sport.
Yep.
It's just 20% in basketball is a lot of games, and it came at the worst time of the season. So
yeah, absolutely. Jaden Hendricks missing on senior night. I feel like that should be 5 games in itself. It's your senior night. So, I mean, yes, penalize him. He did the wrong thing. He owned up to it. From what I understand, he wrote a letter to that official apologizing. Great move by a young man who, frustrated in the moment, made a mistake. He knows he made a mistake, and proud of him for owning up to it. But he got to be honored at senior night. Unfortunately, they're going to be without one of their best players tonight against the best opponent probably of the season, at least in 2A. This could be the state champs we're looking at facing tonight, and to be without one of your best players, that hurts.
yeah, it could be, and that, you know what that just tells me. And that being said, Kamani Kimbrough is back, but we haven't seen him play since the injury. He's still got that elbow braced up, and so I'm not sure if he'll come in tonight. That being said, guys like, in my opinion, David Apple, CGR, Farmer, they have to step up without Hendricks on the floor tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Farmer been hitting some big shots all season. Hopefully he hits some tonight on his senior night. Garland Lard kind of heating up a little bit at the end of the season.
Ashton
could
Taylor
contribute.
as well.
Yeah, Ashton Taylor, CGR, like you said, we've got a lot of different options. It's going to be one where everybody's going to have to contribute. But defense, I think, is going to be the thing. We were watching Martinsville make some shots earlier, but they can do that against nobody. But when the Bobcats get in, that really mucks up people's games. Now, the question will be, can our offense come along? We're going to find out the fun way.
Yeah, we're going to find out. By the way, they're honoring Sal's Jr., the best place in Radford
so
to eat.
Good. We should go there after tonight. My
Well,
goodness, I feel good
we
about
eat
that.
there all of the time. They're the best. Great family, super nice. They're really, in my opinion, what small town community is a place like Sal's Jr., so shout out to them. No free ads, shout out to them.
There you go.
But like you said, these players have to step up. The problem is the Bobcats have typically been holding teams to around that 47-50 mark, and the Bobcats have scored just a little bit. I don't know necessarily if the Bobcats can hold these Martinsville Bulldogs. We're going to find out. We'll be back after the national anthem for your starting lineups.
There you go.
If that doesn't get you fired up, a classic Radford tradition of the Star Spangled Banner, representing the New River Valley. They are the GOAT of GOATs. That, Isaac, when I said this was playoff atmosphere, that is what I mean. The Bobcats have been bringing those gentlemen in ever since I've been around for playoff games. That I got chills listening to that.
Yeah, that got me fired up. It got me so fired up I just lost my headset.
Lost your, oh my
Just
goodness.
knocked it off. I couldn't believe it. They got a standing ovation from the Bobcat Sports Live team over here. That was good stuff.
That was great stuff. As we're getting ready to go over the starting lineups, our 9-year-old intern is marking them for us. But we're a few minutes away from getting things underway. Isaac Nagel going to bring you the starting 5.
Yeah, here we go. We've got number 0 for Martinsville, Zay Tinsley. Number 4, Tamarion Siddle. Number 12, Amari Foster. Number 15, Amori Tinsley. And we're missing one, but we're going to find him. We're going to go to the Bobcats first, though. We've got number 0, Colton Garner-Rollins, as we call him, CGR. Number 2 is senior Austin Nicely. Love to see it. Next up, number 3, senior Ashton Taylor. Every time I say it's a senior, it just makes me a little bit sad. Number 4, a senior Garland Lard. And I'll bet $100 it's number 5, senior Blake Farmer.
Look, you can say what you want. The lights have dimmed. The music is playing. The Bobcats are on the floor. They're going to be wearing their all white. This Martinsville, this is a good color matchup. Martinsville Bulldogs in their all red uniforms tonight. Look, I don't have to tell you anything you don't know. If you're not tuned into this, you better call your friends and tell them to get here. And by the way, I'm going to go out on a limb. We're going to be talking about Xavion Tinsley all night tonight. This man came in the gym and said, yo, big dog, where's the trainer? I need my tape. He started dunking in warm-ups, dunking before the JV game even started. If this young man doesn't show out tonight, I will be disappointed.
Yeah, I'd say Tinsley looking over the broadcasting booth, I gave him a nod and said, let's see something happen. Meanwhile, Daviano Lowe, that was the missing starter for Martinsville. Tip's going to go. It's Taylor, first number 4, and a ball's going to get tipped out of bounds. Martinsville did win the tip, but they tipped it out of bounds, so it's going to be a Bobcat ball.
I don't know who gets the arrow there.
That's a great question.
I don't think the scores table knows who gets it either. I believe it would have to go to the arrow would have to go to the Bobcats, right?
That's a good question. I mean, it's almost like a turnover if you're tipping out of bounds, and so you would think they get it. Meanwhile, speaking of turnovers, Bobcats are going to immediately
I'm sure Doug Knipe has an opinion on it, but again, you can't start the game off that way. The Bobcats can't afford the turnovers. Got to keep the Martinsville Bulldogs out of the paint. Bobcats going to push up the pressure here and make the Martinsville Bulldogs keep it not on the floor and make them pass it around the exterior. They do get it in the corner. They have the potential to put up some shots here. Martinsville looking to attack inside-out game, swinging the ball around, and they're moving the basketball right now. Bobcats sitting in defense. How long can they do it? It's been 45 seconds of defense. Bobcats, Martinsville put up a 3, no good, and the rebound goes to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it went to Tinsley. He's going to put a shot up, going to miss it, tipped it, and going to miss it again. Ball's going to get tipped out of bounds there to Martinsville.
Oh, my gosh.
They got away with a shove over Garland Lard. Hazel grabbing something. She's back off the court.
Look,
had a 6th player for the Bobcats.
The Martinsville Bulldogs are going to dominate the glass unless you have some. It's got to be a 5-man effort as they try to go underneath. Goes out of bounds. And number 5, Lowe, shouldn't have had that popcorn as the officials. You know that movie reference?
Oh, but Butterfingers? I'm just thinking.
Oh.
What's it from?
Technically, it's from The Longest Yard.
Oh, what a movie. Which version? Older one or
the newer one?
Okay.
When Brewski tries to play quarterback, and he's like, get in there. Shouldn't have had that popcorn because he fumbles the snap.
Meanwhile, they're going to be, out of bounds. It's going to be on CGR. Ball got bumped away from him a little bit. Then he did step out of bounds. I don't know if he had control when he stepped out of bounds, but they're going to say that he did.
Yeah, that was
a
interesting.
turnover for the Bobcats. Inbound right to Tinsley. Tinsley, nice little
good
mid-range shot. Easy in.
That's exactly what the Bulldogs wanted. They get it in. Mid-range jumper from Tinsley. It's a good shot. He gets to see. Let's back this table up a little bit. The official ran into it. I don't think we're on the court.
No, I don't think we are, but he looked over. He appreciates it.
Well, look, it's just like in football. You got the officials work on the sidelines. These are big fellas. This ain't the JV game. As Ashton Taylor goes up for the shot, Bobcats wanted a hit on the arm, and here come the Bulldogs running down the floor.
Yeah, 1-1-2. Clearly got hit on the arm there. Not hard, but enough to adjust the shot.
I thought so, too.
Oh, well, Bobcats not going to get a good shot off there. 2-0 is the lead. Tinsley's going to get it. Maybe a walk there. Not called. Turnaround. Nice little shot.
Golly.
By the way, that's number 0, Zay Tinsley. There are 2 Tinsleys.
Oh.
Amori and Zay.
Well, I've been talking about Zay the whole time.
Yeah, and you called a big game from him. He's already got 4. He's the only point scorer in the game.
Yeah,
foul's going to be called there, and let's see if that is on Zay Tinsley.
Look, he loves getting to that mid-range spot, loves working off the block. He can create space with the length from his arms and legs. He gets up high off the ground, and you went from Apples guarding him, and he's 2 inches from him, and there's 6 feet of separation with the turnaround. So, I expect him to have a big game. He started off early. Bobcats looking to answer. I thought the Bobcats almost stepped out of bounds right there. CGR with it at the top, resetting for the Bobcats.
We're going to find out. Would like to get a 3-point shot off. CGR is going to drive all the way down, just throws it up, gets fouled on the
floor
shot. I think it is on the floor. That's going to be a second foul in quick succession, though. That's going to be on 15. The first one was on Low. This one on Amari Tinsley.
Yeah, same thing we saw out of the JV game. This Martinsville team's going to be aggressive on defense here, and you got to just fight through the contact and get the fouls drawn because they're going to jump passes. They're going to push the pressure on you. Farmer gets it out to Taylor. Taylor from 3 off the glass. Ashton Taylor banks it in. Banks open for business.
One person that we've been loving getting to see is Ashton Taylor. Fun to see him on his senior night. Put one up, bank it in.
He's had some big shots this year. Bobcats, by the way, I think, are they in a 2-3 zone here?
It looks like it. Maybe they're getting some inspiration from Carroll, shutting them down as much as they could.
Bobcats don't normally run a zone here, but 2 possessions. Block!
Yes, sir, the freshman! Apple, come on!
What a big move there by Apple to block it. Farmer brings it down the floor. CGR from 3, no good. Rebounded by Apple. Puts it back up, no good. What a good, strong move by Apple. If he could have finished, this place would have erupted.
They would have loved it. Tinsley says, I know how to finish. He takes it all the way down. That's 6 points for Zay Tinsley. My goodness. What a move by him. He said, we got to answer quick. Farmer's going to get it. I do too.
Ashton Taylor at the top of the key, tipped by the Bulldogs. Here they come in transition. It's an alley-oop, and a foul's going to be called. Can that be a shot? That was definitely a pass.
That's a good question.
It was definitely he definitely passed it. It wasn't on the shot.
It's going to be on Taylor. That's Taylor's first.
He passed it. It was clearly an alley-oop. I don't understand.
Yeah, I wish they could talk about it a little bit. I mean, he was right there at the basket, but he did pass backwards, so it didn't end up. Unless it was the worst shot. Unless he was shooting at the other basket. That's the direction it was going. Let's see. It's up, and it's no good. Ball spins everywhere, but can't get it. Garland Lard's going to take a seat on the bench, and Prelude's going to come in. Meanwhile, have they dimmed these lights all year?
No.
This is.
But they have the potential to cut off every light except the court lights.
I mean, I think it's a cool look. I'm glad they did it. Tinsley's going to be up with another one. That's going to be a make. By the way, that is Amari Tinsley, so he was off with the first one, good for the second. That's the first non-Zay Tinsley point for the Bulldogs. 7-3 lead for Martinsville. CGR is going to drive it in. Nice little floater, and also backboard and got it to go.
Good there by CGR to find the space in the floor against the Bulldogs defense. Just a nice floater. Good for him to get to that right hand and put it in the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. Tinsley's going to drive. Tipped away by Farmer. Going to stay with the Bulldogs, but good disruption by Farmer.
Bulldogs bring it across the floor. Foster gives it up to Amari Tinsley. Zay Tinsley gets picked up. Double team there by the Bobcats. They shift it over to Low in the corner to Amari Foster. Attacking Zay Tinsley from behind the three-point line. No good. Rebounded by the Martinsville Bulldogs, but CGR rips it away. And here comes Farmer bringing it down the floor for the Bobcats.
Yeah, CGR, well done. And nice tip to Farmer. Farmer was ready on it. He's going to spin move, but he's going to get stolen from behind. That's number 12, Foster. Foster takes it all the way down, lays it up and in. Man, tough move. We got the turnover, a chance to tie it up Instead, a quick transition basket for Martinsville.
Amari Foster, more like Arian Foster, if you know what I mean. CGR takes it in. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Martinsville. And Garland Lardon nicely check in for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Lardon nicely coming in. 2 seniors getting a little bit more time. Like to see them hit some big threes right here. Both of them can shoot when they want to, and I want them to. They're going to inbound it to nicely. 3:22 to go here in the first. There's 2 back-to-back fouls on Martinsville, the only ones they've had so far this game. Foul trouble could be a way that the Bobcats could keep it close.
Yeah, got to attack the basket to get those fouls called, though. Blocked by Zay. Stolen away. No, it's
tipped around off somebody's knee.
Oh,
It's going to go to Martinsville. They're going to get it out. Zay Tinsley's going to get it. He thought about 3. No, he gets it into the other Tinsley. Don't know yet if there's a relation. A 12 is going to shoot a 3. He's going to miss it. Apple comes away with a rebound right near the line.
Apple's going to be big for the Bobcats tonight.
Absolutely.
The freshman, they're going to ask a lot out of him. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Pace saves the ball and throws it off number 5 low for the Bulldogs. So number 2, Isaiah Stone, and I believe Jacorian Turner coming in for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
First subs of the games for the Bulldogs.
It's a heads-up play by Pace Pralo to just keep the possession in the Bobcats. Garland Lard's going to get it. He's going to inbound it. Look to go to Taylor. Taylor tips it, and it's actually going to go to Martinsville. That's number 2. He's going to take it down. Isaiah Stone dishes it to the corner. Back to the other side. Stone's got it. Dips it down. Amari Foster. 2:25 to go in the quarter. Good ball movement here. They get it all the way down to 12 again. Jump ball is going to get called. Good defense, and ball's going to go to Radford. Okay. Who got that? Was that David Apple that ended up collecting that and making it a jump ball?
I wish I had an answer for you. I'm going to say it was.
Well, we'll believe it.
I don't know. Technically, we have a replay coming
Yeah,
up.
soon we'll get to see who it is. Either way, Bobcat ball, 9-5. See if they can pull this game within a possession.
Apple's going to be working hard tonight down low. He's being guarded right now by Siddle. Siddle.
Siddle. And yes, it was indeed Apple that got it. Foul's going to be called. They were trying to get the jump ball, but instead, just a little bit too much reaching. It's going to be called on number 15, Amari Tinsley.
It's a 4th foul on the Bulldogs here. 9-5 is your score, 153. So one more foul as Zay Tinsley going to check back in.
And that is 2 on Amari Tinsley, so I think he'll go to the bench and Zay will come in for him. So 2 fouls on him is big. They're going to inbound it to Taylor. Taylor hit that big 3 a minute ago. Would love to see him shoot another one. He's got Zay Tinsley on him, though, who's just as tall and looks like he's got him on wingspan. So who knows if he's going to be able to shoot over him. Austin nicely tried to dish it down low. Instead, 2 Bulldogs stepped in front of it. It's going to be another turnover. Number 12 is going to drive it in. That's Amari Foster. He dishes it over to Stone. Stone back to Foster. That's Jacorian Turner for 3, and he's going to miss it. We said it earlier. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Zay Tinsley tried to save it, unable to. Blake Farmer's going to check in for nicely. Here's what I would say. They have given up a couple shots, a couple threes to the Bulldogs. None of them quite close. I think that's what you do. You let them get a little bit of space and see what happens.
You can't let them attack the paint. I mean, they're going to score, get fouled. So it's tough if they start making those. You know, Zay Tinsley's the only one right now. Farmer from 3 being defended by Tinsley. Rebounded by Ashton Taylor. Turnaround jumper, no good. So the Bobcats with a second opportunity. But Ashton Taylor tracks it down after Apple tipped it. Bobcats get another look and rebounded by Ashton Taylor. Farmer for 3. No good. So Bobcats with 4 shots at the basket. Couldn't get it to go. And here come the Bulldogs, but it's tipped away by Farmer on the other end. Lard bringing it down. Farmer with the basket, attacking over to Apple in the corner, but he's going to be fouled. Farmer on the attack. So that'll be the 5th foul, so that'll send the Bobcats to the free throw line.
That is on Jacorian Turner. It's his first. I think it's just the 4th for the Bulldogs.
Am I ahead of the scores table?
Yeah,
they put it in immediately?
It was
okay.
So quick.
It's
so fast on it.
Gosh.
Meanwhile,
that's got to be before the clock
right
even stops.
Yeah. Bobcats going to inbound. A couple good looks there. Not bad shots. Just couldn't get them to go. They're down 5-9. If you would have heard they held the Bulldogs to 9 this quarter so far, you'd be pretty excited about it. But only 5 on offense. They got to find a scoring threat.
Yeah, averaging 5 a quarter is not going to cut it against these Bulldogs.
No, I think Zay Tinsley alone could get 20 points.
No doubt.
We're going to find out. 27 seconds left. Looks like they might be slowing it down. Who knows if they're going to hold for the last shot or just try to find a good opportunity.
I don't think they might.
CGR has no pace to
no.
it. They're going to dump it into Apple. Apple almost got it stolen away, but he gets it back to CGR. 13 seconds on the clock. Over to Prelo. Prelo's going to go in. No, ball's going to get knocked away. Close. They got 5 seconds left. Who knows if they know how long? It's Zay Tinsley. It's in his hands. They're going to tip it up away to Apple. Apple's going to throw it ahead, and Pace Prelo just tries to dump it up. Oh, but he can't get it to go. 5-9. That's the first quarter score. I wouldn't have guessed it.
I never would have thought it. Good defense by both teams. Bobcats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, say what you want about the scoring of the Bobcats. If you would have come in here and said, hey, we're going to hold the Martinsville Bulldogs at 9 points in the first quarter, I'd be shocked. That being said, 5 points are not going to cut it against these fellas. And so you've got to score the basketball if you want to stay in this game, because I guarantee it right now, that's the lowest quarter Martinsville's going to have tonight.
I think maybe all year, if you look, I don't know if they would have had anywhere near 9. Here's what I'm going to say. A good sign for the Bobcats. Blake Farmer missed a 3 early. I think when that happens, he heats up. He usually starts with 1 or 2 misses, and then he gets on fire. If you're looking for a scoring update, CGR has 2 points. Ashton Taylor with that banked-in 3 for the Bobcats. Zay Tinsley, the first 6 points of the game. 6 points of the game for the Bulldogs. Amari Foster with 2, and Amari Tinsley with 1 free throw made. That will bring you to a 9-5 score. Fouls, we're looking at him. Ashton Taylor, I believe the only foul of the game for the Bobcats, so just 1. Amari Tinsley has 2 for the Bulldogs, 1 on Daviano Lowe and 1 on Jacorion Turner. So we're going to see how any of those fouls come into play. At least 2 on a starter. You know, I don't mind seeing that. Oh, gracious. The lights are dimmed here in Radford. Cormany Court. You know, we were accused of jinxing the court earlier. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, someone texted me. Isaac Nagel read some stats, and
that's right.
One of them was neither Bobcats team for the boys have lost at home this year. And as soon as the JV fellas fell, I got a text that said, "You jinxed them, boys."
Which I appreciate. We love the interaction. Let us know, but I don't know if I caused it. Meanwhile, Zay Tinsley's going to take it all the way down, going to get a shot off, unable to get it. David Apple is going to get the rebound.
Look, I'm going to say it right now. Apple's going to give Tinsley fits tonight, which is I never thought I would say. The size matchup is there. They're going to ask a lot out of this freshman. He better be ready to show up, and so far he has.
Yeah, absolutely right. By the way, CGR took it down. A great shot, just can't get it to go. Ball's going to get tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Blake Farmer watches it goes out, so he's going to inbound at CGR. Still 5-9. Who could have thought it? 7:21 in the second quarter. Farmer just looking for something. He gets Lard, but Lard's got Tinsley in front of him. I don't even know if he could shoot over him. Tinsley's got those arms that can reach for days. He gets it over to Farmer. Farmer to Pace Prelo. I'd love to see Prelo drive on this one.
I'll tell you who's not guarding Apple on the other end. Tinsley's not staying with him, so that's an interesting matchup as they switch. CGR now has it. Bobcats cutting through the zone. Apple with it, being guarded by the bigger Siddle?
I believe so, yeah. It's Marion Siddle. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I do think that Apple has the height there, but Siddle is definitely the bigger guy, a little bit more muscle. Meanwhile, Bobcats have had this for about a full minute. I don't know if they've even taken a shot attempt. Farmer says, I'll fix that, drives it all the way down, unable to get it to go. Ball's going to get saved from going out of bounds by Martinsville. They're going to throw it up ahead. That's number 12, Amari Foster. Foster's going to slow it down now a little bit. They've got 2 open guys. Who's going to take it? That's going to be number 5. Daviano Lowe is going to miss it. Apple with the rebound.
Yeah, if you're low, you got to throw that to Siddle in the corner, wide open, waiting on it, hands cocked and loaded. I mean, you got to make that extra pass. I know you're kind of open too there, but good defense by the Bobcats, 9-5. No one scored here in the second period. Bobcats looking to change that. Pace with it at the top of the key, giving it off to Farmer on the left side of the floor.
Yeah, Bobcats absolutely slowing this game down.
I hope Martinsville read the scouting report. They better push up on Apple at the 3. He'll shoot it.
Let's pull Eli Adams up from JV and just throw him in for 3 and see what happens. Ball's going to get tipped. CGR did have it tipped. Zay Tinsley's going to come up with it. He's going all the way down. He's got 2 Bobcats on him. Dribbles out of trouble. Dishes it down to number 4. Ball's going to get it's going to be a missed shot, and then rebound's going to go to Blake Farmer.
Yeah, I thought the Bobcats handled that defensive possession well. Martinsville got the steal and looked to push the pace, and just good defensive there, good effort to get back and in front. The Martinsville Bulldogs had essentially 2 possessions there to look. Farmer from 3, no good, and Apple's going to be called with a push on the rebound.
Yeah, Farmer was a little bit further than he typically shoots from, went off the front of the rim, an online shot, but just not hard enough. He's saying if I've got any bit of separation, I got to give it a shot. He does. Again, Blake Farmer, I like when he misses early. It means he's going to make late.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
believe didn't the other night he missed like 4 in a row and then got hot in the second half?
Yep, I think he went 0 for 4 and then 3 for 3 the next 3. So we're going to see how that pans out. 5:15, like Michael said, still no scores so far in the second quarter.
By the way, I got something to say. I hate to stop you as Xavion Tinsley scores on the other end. Kamani Kimbrough checked in tonight.
He's
on the floor right now. I'm curious to see. I'm glad he's back on the floor. Good to see him. Hopefully he can come in and give Bobcats some great minutes and knock the rust off. 11-5, though. Bobcats got to score against these Bulldogs.
Yeah, exactly right. Hold them to 11 is just what you want. 5 points won't do nothing for you. Ashton Taylor's got it. He's got Zay Tinsley on him. Thinks about getting to Kimbrough. Does. Ball's going to be poked away by Martinsville. Not going to be backcourt because it was knocked away by a defender. Gets it over to Lard. Lard working on his man. I'd love to see them blow past, get something at the rim. Ashton Taylor's going to get it to Farmer. Farmer top the key, going to drive in. Great little move by Farmer. Can't get it to go. Had to rush just a little bit. He had his opponent coming.
Farmer and Stone exchanging some pleasantries on the way down the floor right there. We're going to keep an eye on that as the game continues. Number 5 low with it. The Martinsville Bulldogs get into Zay. Zay attacking. And I believe they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. His argument is, well, I got bumped out of bounds, but it's going to be Wildcat basketball.
Yeah, I think it is. I thought it could be a walk, but instead it's going to be called out of bounds. Either way, I wouldn't want Zay Tinsley to be under there with a chance under the basket. You know, he's going to make that. Yeah. Ashton Taylor's going to inbound. Full court press here by the Bulldogs, which has been pretty effective against the Bobcats, and it's effective right there. They get an immediate steal up and in. That's number 23, Kamarion Plunkett, seeing his first action of the game and gets an immediate bucket. Another turnover for the Bobcats, but no, CGR is going to steal it right back. He's going to go up and lay it in. That's big time. That finally gets Bobcats off of 5 points. That gets them to 7. It's a 7-13 game. They needed that one, man.
You know, one thing I'll say about this officiating crew tonight, good crew we got. They're letting these guys play. They are letting them bump, and they're letting them play basketball, physical game. That probably favors the Bulldogs a little bit if you were to really nickel and dime it, but the Bobcats and the Bulldogs, this thing is going to be a slugfest all night, 13-7. Bobcats bringing the ball down off the miss from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. A good rebound there by Ashton Taylor. They got to get every one of these that they can. CGR has the ball, 3:07 left. Only one foul this quarter, and it's been on the Bobcats. David Apple going to take it down, but he is going to be fouled as he misses his shot.
David Apple having the mismatch right there, being guarded by number 23, Plunkett for the Bulldogs. He gets the ball in the corner and just takes it off the dribble, and he's going to go to the free throw line, going to give the Bobcats an opportunity here as Pace Prelo is going to come to the scorers table for the Bobcats.
Yeah, absolutely. First foul on the Bulldogs this quarter. First on Kamarion Plunkett. Apple's going to be up and in. You can tell that he's become such a meaningful part of our team because we've been getting his name right every time. We called him Eli Apple for a long time.
What did I call him today?
No, you're calling him right. David Apple. You're calling it right. I'm just saying for a long
time. I might go back to Eli Apple.
Yeah.
But the way he's playing, he said, put some respect on my name.
He did.
Makes them both. 9-13 is your score. Turner going to bring it down for the Bulldogs. Turner gives it over to Foster. They're moving the basketball really well right now, getting it into the corner to Martin. Moving it over to Turner. Dribbling on his left. Mid-range jumper up and good.
What a shot.
Just inside the three-point line. Turner, who just come off the bench. Turner putting some good minutes for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice little 4-0 run there by the Bobcats. Immediately snuffed out, and then Pace Prelo tries to take it down a shot. Didn't think it was a good shot, but just have to take some sometimes. Couldn't get it to go. Meanwhile, on the other end, Martinsville comes right down and nails a 3. He had none. He has 5 in a row by him. It's 9-18 Martinsville. He's feeling himself now.
Well,
Turner, wait, what are they calling that? Why is it not white ball?
It is.
Okay.
I think it was just a mistake.
Jacorian Turner went there to inbound the ball. Ashton Taylor was almost letting him.
Yeah, Pace on the floor, Apple, CGR, Lard, and Taylor for the Bobcats. A lot of minutes coming from younger players. Apple down on the post, through the contact, and puts it in. Apple. I cannot believe it. Apple's having a fantastic night so far.
Yeah, you talk about younger players. How about the freshman getting his 4th point of the game? We're
Gosh,
going to see what he can do
you
the rest
wait
of the
till
way.
Rensselaer and Apple on the floor together?
Oh, man. We're going to have 3 years of it.
Can't wait.
And I would imagine Rensselaer's going to be moved up next year.
Yeah.
We'll find out the fun way.
If he's not, I quit. I don't.
Oh, a block from behind on CGR going to be called a foul. I thought it was all ball. Jacorian Turner going to go to the line.
Watch that replay since they're going on the line.
Let's find out. Second team on the Bobcats. 11-18 is your lead by Martinsville. Turner, who's gotten 5 in a row for Martinsville, a chance to make it more. Up with the first off the front of the rim, no good. Yeah, I think he just tipped the ball there. I think that was a clean shot.
Interesting.
Checking in for the Bobcats, Pace Prelo is going to go to the bench. It's going to be Farmer, Lard, Apple, CGR, and Taylor up with the second shot. It is going to be good this time. Nice free throw there for Jacorian Turner. All right, CGR trying to answer. 1 minute 48 left in the half.
Bobcats got to answer. Playing really good defense. I mean, they're holding the Bulldogs to 19 points here with 1:40 to go in the second, but they have to score on offense. Only 11 points so far as the Bobcats got to give it up. CGR with it now. Going to reset for the Bobcats.
Yeah, we talk a lot about this Bobcat defense. I'm going to say a timeout, meanwhile, is going to be called by Radford. Incredible defense by Martinsville. They're hustling on every possession, making the right switches. Smart basketball team, seem to be well coached.
Yeah, I want to give a little credit, too. By the way, Jacorian Turner, the 10th grade 5'4" guard who came in, has done very well. I believe has 7 points since he came in.
I think 6. That's
6
a missed
points.
free throw on that one.
Okay,
yeah.
missed the free throw. So 6 points for him. He knocked down the 3. He got to the free throw line. Nice mid-range jumper, which his foot was on the line. So really, you take a step back, and that would have been a 3. So he's come in, played very big minutes for and that shows you the Bulldogs, like, yes, they rely heavily on Xavier Tinsley, right? And he's fantastic, and he's done a great job. But it shows you they also are not just one-dimensional on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. Zay Tinsley did get 6. I think he had 8 points before Jacorian Turner even scored. So the Bobcat defense focuses on him. As soon as they shut him down for the time being, Jacorian Turner comes out and gets 6 points. Game of whack-a-mole for the Bobcats. Lard's going to inbound it to CGR. It's Lard, CGR, Farmer, Taylor, and Apple. These starters having to play even more minutes without Jaden Hendricks. Coach trusting some of his older players here. CGR looking ahead, trying to find Farmer. Farmer gets just enough separation, gets a 3 off, unable to get it. Zay Tinsley is going to get the rebound. Jacorian Turner is going to get it. He's wide open for 3. You can't
He's the
do
shooter,
that.
fellas.
He can't do that.
I think he's made all of his shots so far.
He's got 9 this quarter, almost outscoring the entire output by the Radford Bobcats by himself. Meanwhile, a bad shot again by the Bobcats. Up ahead is Martinsville. They're doubling up the Bobcats, looking to make it more. Zay Tinsley all the way in, up, scoop shot, good. 10 points for Tinsley. Yuck, 24-11 is Martinsville's lead.
Yeah, Bobcats just don't have enough offensive output right now to even compete. I mean, you have to be very happy, and we'll talk about it in the halftime report, but as David Apple has it at the top of the key, stolen away by number 4, Siddle, and he takes it up and in. And that's, again, 26-11. Bobcats just trying to get to the locker room.
Yeah, very quick 8-0 run is not what the Bobcats needed.
No, they played great for all but the last 2 minutes of this half.
Lard's going to get a wide open 3 and stops the bleeding with that.
Yeah, the Bobcats needed it, but with that 3, the Bobcats are down 12 points here at the half. Not a good way to end the half, in my opinion.
No, it's tough. You play great defense the entire half, and then you just give up an 8-0 run out of nowhere to extend this lead. It's a 12-point deficit. Bobcats only scored 14 in the entire first half. But they've made a lot of different adjustments at half in the past couple games. That there's been a number of games we've been down this amount at halftime that we've either come back and made it a game or come back and won.
Sure.
So we're going to see what we do to turn it around. But for now, 9:35, Michael, what time you want to come back on the call?
We're going to come back with about 5 minutes here to go. We're going to shake some babies, kiss some hands, and then we'll be right back with with your halftime report. Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel on Bobcat Sports Live.
See you.
And we're back, folks. Bobcats trail. They held the Martinsville Bulldogs to 26 points. And Isaac, I hate to say it, if you came into this game and said, hey, Michael, I won't tell you what happens, but you can hold the Bulldogs to 26 first-half points, I would take that.
Oh, all day.
But the Bobcats, sitting here, only giving up 26 points, they're now down 12.
Yeah, down 12. Michael just looked at me and said, who even scored for us? And the hard thing is, leading scorers, Colt Garner-Rollins with 4 and David Apple with 4, 2 of those coming from the free throw line. Then 1 3 from Ashton Taylor, and that 3 at the last second of the first half by Garland Lard saved it from being a 26-11 half. That would have been really rough. 26-14 isn't much better, but you feel like you just got a little bit of a spark there. We're going to see what it turns into. Martinsville, meanwhile, lots of scores in transition. Scoring at will at the basket early, and then later on having some trouble shooting. Everybody except for Jacorian Turner, the sophomore, shortest player on his team, but man, he is a baller. Hit some big shots. I would let anybody outside of him maybe shoot it from outside if you can stop up the inside and stop those transition defense turning into offensive buckets. So for Martinsville, let's look at it. Zay Tinsley, who's right in front of us, he's got 10. All buckets at the rim. Actually, I shouldn't say all buckets at the rim. He's gotten some nice shots off, but no threes for him, no free throws for him. All doing it the honest, the old-fashioned way. Jacorian Turner has 9. Outside of that, Tamarian Siddle has 2, Amari Foster 2, Amori Tinsley with 1, and Kamarion Plunkett with 2. Fouls, nobody in that big of trouble. Jacorian Turner has 1. Daviano Lowe has 1. Amori Tinsley has 2. Kamarion Plunkett has 1. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats, CGR with 1, Taylor with 1, Apple with 1. So nobody in anywhere close to foul trouble right now. You're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way if you're the Bobcats.
Yeah, you got to do it the old-fashioned way. Unfortunately, you might have to shoot some threes. The Bobcats have been shooting them, but haven't knocked a whole bunch of them down. They've had opportunities. The Martinsville Bulldogs defense has been stifling the Bobcats in the first half. They're making them turn the ball over. They're getting quick transition buckets. If you're the Bobcats, Isaac, what do you look to do here in the second half? Obviously, you got to get this to about, I would say, an 8-point game going into the fourth, in my opinion. Maybe a 6-point game if you want a real shot at it.
Yeah.
But what would you do to get to that mark?
I think what you got to do is you got to stop the hesitation. I think Zay Tinsley is living in their heads. There was 1-3, and I forget who it was that took it, and Zay Tinsley just closed the gap in time and tipped it, and it was a blocked 3 that turned over to Martinsville. They ran it down the court and put it in. But because of that, every time the Bobcats are getting it, they've got a hesitation to shoot a 3 because they're looking at where their defender is, thinking if he can close the gap. Some of those, you're just going to have to catch and shoot. You're going to have to live with it if it gets blocked. We just need to get opportunities when we get a little bit of separation. We're going to have to take it and see if we can make the most of it. 41 seconds left here in the half. Last game that will be held on this home court for the Bobcats of the season. As we mentioned earlier, the non-official, I'm just looking at the six-man network. They're a trusted source for me so far, but they have us at the 6th seed. A loss is going to drop us some. I don't know if it changes that much if it's to an 18-3 Martinsville team, but I think we should find out. It should be somewhat soon. Maybe tomorrow some makeup games happen, but we got to find out pretty soon where we're going to go on Friday because we got playoff basketball coming on Friday. You'd love it to be somewhere like Floyd, some of the other top teams. If we drop down to 8, we're going to play this Martinsville team. You don't want that. If you drop down to 7, let me think who's number 2. I think it's like Dan River maybe, or maybe Nelson County.
I'd roll
then you're
my
going to be
chances
way
with that.
far away. If it's one of those, we might be calling it still, but just watching it like you did on Zoom. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll meet at the house.
That'd be fun.
Meet at the bar.
Hey, my house, Becca's going to be out of town. We'll have the kids there. Come on over. We'll have a good old time.
Heck yeah.
But we would love it to be Floyd. We would love it to be Floyd. That's what we want.
Yeah, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Meanwhile, Farmers
I
come
don't know.
into the
I'd
game.
love to get this win regardless.
We talk about
got a
how
lot
he
to
heats
do.
up in the second half. It's going to be fun to see what he does. He inbounds it right in front of us. The Bobcats see if they can eat in the lead. Michael, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, baby.
That's right. Let's see it.
You know what the reason we're losing right now?
What's that?
Doug hasn't commented on the channel tonight.
We need you, Doug. Meanwhile, oh my gosh, David Apple. David Apple goes up. He missed it. Isn't able to get it. Martinsville is going to get the rebound. They're going to attack right away, kicking it over. That's number 12. He's up for 3. Swish. What are they going to call right there? Oh, they got to fix the net.
Yikes.
Clapping in the face of CGR.
Yeah. You don't love that.
I don't like it. He's playing great defense. He doesn't need to be getting in his face.
Nah.
He's excited, though. He's just playing great defense.
Yeah.
I can't fault him for that.
Nah.
I'd be excited, too. I'm just mad because we're losing. Blake Farmer gets it. Nice little move to get his defender off him. That is going to break the press. Down 15. What can you do, Farmer?
Somebody's got to score. Somebody's got to take over. But it can't be one guy, right? It's got to be team basketball. That's how you get back in a game like this, is they're going to call a foul on the inside. I believe that's on Siddle.
Yeah, right foul call there, and you can tell a point of emphasis for the Bobcats is they want to get it down to Apple. It's the second time they've forced it down to Apple. Neither time has he been quite open, and so we're going to see what they do with him. They inbound it to him, too. I know. He can hit threes. Pace Prelo got it. Good defense by his defender. Gets it over to CGR to Taylor. Taylor fakes to Farmer. Instead gets it to Prelo. Prelo's shot's going to be tipped, and it's going to go to Martinsville again. They get it on up ahead. That's Tinsley. He's going to – no, he doesn't lay it in. He had a chance to dunk it.
He missed the layup.
He did. Off the back of the rim, it pops out. Ball's going to go to Radford, and Radford's going to get it. That's going to be missed by Prelo. Rebound by Farmer. Back to Prelo. Kicked out of bounds on Tinsley. Tinsley's not happy. Talking to himself. He is talking to himself. That's fair.
Yeah, he is.
Has some choice words for himself, though.
I don't blame him. I mean, you can't be thrilled with yourself. It's like he couldn't decide if he wanted to dunk it or lay it up.
Yeah.
And it really just caused a ruckus.
Well, and usually I like that from a player of just take the easier basket. Sometimes they try and dunk it, throw it down, it hits off the backboard and goes crazy. So, he's not trying to be flashy.
What
are they going to call here?
5 seconds.
Okay.
But nobody was really –
he was being defended, yeah.
I mean, technically.
Okay.
Technically, but like no one – the defender wasn't defending and the offensive player wasn't offensive playering.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like they were both just standing. So, like, it wasn't like – I get it. I mean, technically, yeah.
Meanwhile, Zay Tinsley started where he left off in the first quarter. He's got 12 on the game. That's a quick bucket by him. It's 31-14.
The kids would have called that the controller disconnected.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Is that what it's called?
Taylor, meanwhile, he's going to get a 3-up. Great shot. Can't get it to go. Ball's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of Garland Lard, and it's going to be No, it wasn't off Tinsley. Yeah, it was off Lard. All right. Austin Nicely is going to check in. That is going to send Prelo to the bench. Number 5, Daviano Lowe is going to have it. He's going to dish it over to Tinsley. That's going to be a three-pointer by Foster, who drains it. Bench going crazy. They're feeling themselves.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I mean, they're beating the Bulldog out of the Bobcats right now.
That's exactly right. A 20-point lead, and this game feels like it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Bobcats, you can't – all this momentum is not helping you. You got to kind of, put a cork in it somehow. You got to score the basket, but the problem is you got to get stops on defense. The Bobcats' defense is what kept them in the game the first half. They've given up half the points that they gave up in the whole first half already.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They cannot feel good about this. 8-0 run to start the third quarter. They're going to get it over to Taylor. Taylor's going to have to take a shot. Does. It goes all around and out. Meanwhile, Martinsville just with a quick throw up ahead, trying to get something going. Can't. Out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. One of the few that Martinsville has had this game.
As a Radford Rec League basketball coach myself, it's slow break basketball. I am the coach. You think Xavion Tinsley wants to play on my team?
You keep calling him Xavion. I do think it's just Zay.
Oh, I'm reading the thing right here.
Oh, okay. Mine says Zay, yours says Xavion. Okay, great.
This was from their website.
Yeah, you're probably right. They've had some different name changes from what's online to what was I took a picture of, so I just didn't want to add to it. You're 100% right.
No, it probably wants to be called Zay. But either way, I need him. I want to know if he will play.
He's a good player.
He's pretty good.
He's real good. He's a smart player, too. This is one of the things I like about this Martinsville team. We're going to see how deep they can go in the state tournament. They're an incredibly talented team, incredibly athletic. They're just smart. They hustle.
They definitely that, and I appreciate that hustle. Like, if you come out here, you got all the talent in the world, and you're lackadaisical about everything, you're lazy about everything, that's not going to cut it. They are the opposite of that tonight. They're hustling on defense. They're hustling on offense. They're diving for loose balls. They're putting out the effort, and I can at least appreciate that. If you're going to lose to a team, at least they're doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to hate this team because they're beating us so bad. There's nothing to hate. It's just talented. Apple's going to get the offensive rebound and able to put it back up. It's going to get tipped.
Actually, yeah, if they want to start being lazy for the next 6 minutes, I'll take that instead.
Oh, I would. Yeah, like give me something to hate, Martinsville. Give me something to hate. CGR going to check in, and Kamani Kimbrough going to see if they can
maybe
shift
fight back into it.
Fifth of low. Taylor's going to be in the game, as is Apple, and Farmer's going to round out for the Bobcats. Jacorian Turner coming back in. I think that's his first action of the second half. Zay Tinsley also there. Amari Foster, Amari Tinsley, and a mystery fifth. I can't find the fifth. I always have trouble finding the fifth on any team. Farmer's got it. His team's down 22, 4 minutes to go in the third. CGR sees what he can get cooking up. Tries to back down his opponent. He gets it to Taylor. Taylor finds a seam that he likes, tries to get it. Zay Tinsley just hangs in the air, and with his wingspan just knocks that ball out of the air. That's a block as he was coming down. Man, Martinsville finally takes their foot off the gas. They're going to take a second, decide how they want to set up their offense. 3:42 to go. 2 fouls for the Bulldogs, 0 for the Bobcats. Bobcats only 14 in the game. We're midway through the third quarter. Brutal. Another three is going to be up. My goodness, he's got 3 this quarter. That's Amari Foster. Meanwhile, up and ahead to Ashton Taylor. Finally stops the bleeding. Taylor with 2. That's the first points this quarter. That stops a 13-0 run by Martinsville. A timeout going to be called by Martinsville. Martinsville didn't like that 2-0 run. They said, we got to talk about it. I think that's what's happening.
I think so. Some man behind me goes, we need to get points. He's got a point.
He's not wrong.
He's got a point. I don't know what you do. The Bobcats defensively, they have also took their foot off the gas. But offensively, they've gotten looks at the basket. They've gotten shots. They've gotten a few opportunities, and they can't score.
Yeah, I think they're missing the athleticism of Jaden Hendricks. I think they feel a little bit over their skis now. I mean, 12 points wasn't that bad. 23 just feels pretty insurmountable. But Who knows? It's senior night. You got a lot to play for. You got a big home crowd in front of you. Let's see what they can do to get some momentum going in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I believe it's Jacorian Turner. It's Zay Tinsley. It's Foster. It's other Tinsley for the Bulldogs. They're going to get it in, starting right where he left off. A three-pointer is going to be no good this time for the first time this quarter by Amari Foster. Tinsley is going to get the foul there. That is his third, also the third for
Amari Tinsley.
Yes, number 15. He had 2 early, hasn't had one until that one. Meanwhile, the tip is going to be up. Good defense there. Clapping in front of us is Amari Foster. He's having a heck of a game on both sides. I believe he is the leading scorer now. No, Zay Tinsley has 12. He's got 11.
Yeah, I would have been shocked if it was anybody else, but 1 point difference. I was surprised by. But he's made a few threes.
Jacorian Turner got none in the first and so far none in the third, but all his 9 points came in the second. Ball's going to go to Farmer. He's doing his job on Foster, trying to see if he can get past him. He does have just him. He's going to toss it up, not going to get it to go, but is going to be fouled. Foster's got his hands up. He says, come on, that was straight up. It is only going to be his first foul. That's 4 for the Bulldogs.
In his defense, the official made the hands down emote. I don't know what you call it. But I thought he got him with the body. I actually thought he played pretty good defense, and they made contact with the body. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think
he's telling him he went down. Did he? We're going to find out here. The replay's coming.
I think that was just good defense. Farmer, the smart
Farmer
move to
got into the chest with him. So, but the contact was there. But
yeah,
I'd rather you just say, hey, you stopped him with your body.
Yeah, Farmer is going to make both of those. Those are actually his first points of the night.
Oh, goodness.
I know.
Hey, remember when you said you liked that he missed them? I wish he'd have made them.
I wish he would have made them too, but I think he's going to make some now. We're going to see if he's got some juice left in him. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, Foster up with 2 and going to get fouled. He's got 11 this quarter, going to go on to make it 12. Second is going to be called on, who was that?
Taylor.
On Ashton Taylor. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. If you're just joining us, not the score that you want to see if you're a Bobcat fan. That is going to be up and in. That is 12 this quarter for Amari Foster, taking over this game. It has been a quarter, 16-2. No, yeah, 16-4, sorry. Meanwhile, CGR's got nowhere to go. He's going to toss it. It's going to go out of bounds, but they're going to say tipped by number 10.
I thought it was.
Jaden Stockton.
I mean, it doesn't go right often without someone hitting it.
I think you're right. And I think that ball was right. Prelo going to inbound it. He's got Farmer. Farmer now with a new defender on him. He's going to see what he can do against Jaden Stockton.
This is the young man. Someone correct me. I believe this young man went to Radford at some point.
Kamani Kimbrough getting back in the game, and there he goes. Love to see that go down. Injured a good bit of the season. Kamani Kimbrough getting something going for the Bobcats.
Is that his first field goal attempt and make in a while?
Certainly of the game, and yes, in many games, I would say. Haven't seen Kamani get to play. Still doubling up. It's a 21-42 lead by the Bulldogs.
That felt
good
good,
to see
though,
one
didn't
go
it?
in. It did.
A few more of those.
I'd rather see that. Taylor is going to go to work defensively and is able to make Foster miss one of his few misses of the quarter. Rebound's going to go to Kimbrough. Kimbrough getting has two defenders on him. He's going to get it ahead to Farmer. Farmer's got a good look. If he can get it out, he's got two shooters next to him, but the Bulldogs are going to knock it away. Ball's going to get called jump ball, and it's going to be – we're going to see if anything was dirty. I got some fans not excited about it.
Well, it's tough to –
I mean, that was just a good scrappy play, I think.
Yeah, it's just tough to call jump ball when the person who is also grabbing the basketball is laying on your back.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that would be – you could make the argument that it would be a foul, but I don't know that I care too much.
No, we're going to see the replay right there. He is on the ground, and, yeah, they're kind of like hooking him on either side. That's fair enough. That could be called a foul. Meanwhile, a ref is going to come over and talk to somebody. We're going to find out.
Well, I think the Bulldogs were making substitutions there.
Okay. I thought they were going to go.
Well, the coach was yelling about it being their ball, and like they were inbounding, so I'm not really sure. So it kind of confused the other ref, and then they were making substitutions. So
I was certainly confused.
Yeah, I think he was confused. The official was like, "What are you yelling about?"
Foul's going to be called. That's going to be on number 11, Apple. Apple's got two so far, only two for the Bobcats this quarter. Minute 2 left. That's not going to put you in any danger. 4 timeouts left for each team. Possession arrow does favor the Bobcats. Martinsville's got 56 seconds left. They're not in a rush to do anything. They said, we're leading by 21. Whew. Let's just milk it. Let's see if this is their last game until the playoffs, or if they might have one more. At Floyd County tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
That will be interesting. A miss there is going to give the rebound to the Bobcats. They're going to see if they can cut into this. Nicely makes a nice move. Can't get it to go. The ball does get tipped. He's going up against Tinsley for a rebound. Tinsley's throwing some elbows out. He's talking to ref. He doesn't like it. And then he calms down. Good on him. Kept his head about it. Foul is going to be called.
Better.
Oh, the foul's going to be called on Nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
The thing, if I'm Martinsville, I take Zay Tinsley out of this game. Like, you don't need that young man putting himself in a position to where he is sitting out like Jaden Hendricks.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Jaden Hendricks, who is at the end of that game, we were down 4. He hit a 3. We had 2.5 seconds remaining, but he just threw it in. Floyd just let him shoot. He hit the 3. And then disaster strikes, and then he's out for the rest of the year. And so you're right. I don't think they're in any danger of losing this game. And so if I'm them, I'm saying I don't want to risk injury. I don't want to risk anything. And just like you asked for, Tinsley sitting on the bench.
I think it's the right move. And not even like you said, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
And by some miracle, you put him back in after he sat down for a while.
Yeah, if they get it within 10, they can throw him back in.
Yeah.
They're going to be okay. 4 seconds left. We're going to see what Foster can do. An excellent third quarter. He is unable to get it. Rebound, and Apple. All right, Apple. Don't do too much. Apple's trying to get the ball back there, wrestle it away. But 21-42 is your score heading into the fourth quarter. 7 points for the Bobcats. But my goodness, 16 seems to be a quarter that's swinging things out of reach for the Bobcats.
Yep.
Let me add up some scores right here.
We're going to take a quick commercial break to hear from our sponsor, Elite AC and Heating, with this commercial. And we're back, folks. Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel. That commercial by Elite AC wasn't that fantastic, Isaac
Good
Nagel.
commercial. That's a good commercial.
Good quality commercial.
Here's what I'll note about the Bobcats. Leading scorer is Ashton Taylor, the senior. Good to see him get 5, but, man, if your leading scorer has 5, that's going to be trouble for you. We're going to see if somebody can add to that. Blake Farmer did get 2 points that time. Senior alert. Garland Lard did get a 3. Glad to see that go in.
We're having fun tonight.
We're seeing what we can do for these seniors to send them out in some style. We'd like to see them have a few fun moments in front of their last home game crowd.
Who scheduled Martinsville for tonight?
Yes, that's a good question. Meanwhile, Martinsville is going to get a steal. 15 is going to be up ahead. Oh, man, a chance to dunk it. Blake Farmer's going to foul him. Ball's still going to go in, but at least good that it wasn't a huge.
It wasn't even that hard of a foul.
No, it wasn't. I think they're just excited that he had a chance to go.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Farmer, that's his first. Again, stops him from being a slam in your face. Not a hard foul, just trying to disrupt. Mari Tinsley, who I think could have yammed that thing, is going to miss the chance of the three-point play. Farmer's going to come up with a rebound. Good hustle there.
Did you ever play NFL Blitz?
Oh, yeah. Probably too much. 99, baby.
They had an MLB version as well.
Yep, Slugfest.
And your guy would like catch on fire, turn into a horse, and you could punch guys as you run by. That's kind of what that reminded me of for some reason.
Catching fire.
You know what I'm talking about?
I loved it.
Oh.
Martinsville is feeling themselves. They're clapping in the face of Bobcats.
And wouldn't you be?
I would be.
I mean, let's be honest. Like
they get a steal here, they're going to go up ahead.
We've talked about this Martinsville team. This Martinsville team's good. The Bobcats don't typically lose to this Martinsville team. Now, not this specific team, but Martinsville as a whole, right? So you got to give Martinsville a lot of credit. They came in here, they're pumping their chest, they're scoring, and they deserve every right to kind of be, who they are. And you got to respect that. I love it. I love the energy. I wish our guys had the same energy right now. Hard to have that energy when you're down 23.
Yep.
But sometimes you need a little bravado?
Yeah.
Bravado?
Yeah, frenetic.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. About yourselves. And, look, I'm not a dictionary guy, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and here's what I'd said. You said it, that Martinsville has lived up to the billing. The game that they played earlier this season was much closer than this, but I was at Beeson Peters' birthday party at their RRU game with Fitz, and so I missed it. This game, I mean, my goodness, they've got all the talent in the world. They've got the discipline. They've got the coaching. Would love to see them get upset in the playoffs, that if we can make a little run, we wouldn't have to face them. But, man, I think this is going to be a deep, deep team in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're just going to stand out and dribble. This is when you wish shot clocks were invented in high school basketball, because they're going to take about 6 minutes off the clock here if the Bobcats will let them.
Yeah, 6:15 left in the game. Fitz is with me. He's up past bedtime.
It's past my bedtime.
It's a school night, yeah.
Guess what time? We've played this game before. Guess what time I have been up since today?
4 a.m.
Nope.
When?
Sooner.
3:30?
Sooner.
3.
Sooner.
What are you doing, 2 a.m.?
1:36
What did you do? Why did you do that?
Kennedy woke me up.
Siddle, by the way, for 2.
Kennedy woke me up. And I had to go to the gym at 4.
Oh.
So I couldn't go back to sleep. What woke me up accidentally by kicking me somewhere.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
And so I was up at 1:36. I know exactly what time it was.
That's not the way you want to wake up or the time
I
you want
did
to wake
take a
up.
20-minute nap on lunch.
As you ought to. Did it help?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like just naps.
So does 600 milligrams of caffeine, baby.
Hey, there you go. Meanwhile, Tinsley's going to take it all the way down, going to get it. His teammate looked to dunk it back in, couldn't, but a rebound to go to number 5, and he lays it right back in.
I like dunks.
That might be Lowe's first points of the night. He's been a monster on defense. Might have been his first offensive points. Meanwhile, nicely dribbles it. He goes into trouble. They're going to give it up to Apple. Apple says, hey, don't forget I can shoot. They forgot. He's got 8 to lead the scoring for the Bobcats. I didn't either. 5:10 to go, 48-25 if you're just joining us.
Gosh, he's probably going to need a break, but you almost respect him. Like, you almost got to leave him out there just as well as he played tonight. He's hustled on defensively, offensively. He's played very well. He's rebounded well.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Tucker Williams in the game right now. Here's what I didn't recognize. Tucker Williams is a sophomore. Hasn't got a ton of playing time this season, but he's made the most of when he has got in. And as a sophomore, he's going to be back and around. Tinsley, meanwhile, makes it 2. He's at 14 points to tie for the lead. Amari Foster, his teammate, also has 14.
They're battling.
They are. Almost a steal there instead of foul. It's going to be on the hand. Prela was trying to get it, but 15 Tinsley is going to get another foul. It's his 4th team foul. They're going to say, hey, we're going to go to the bench. Coach, though, joking around with him. They're going to leave him in, 4:32.
Yeah, tell him how to play defense from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say stay in, buddy.
Yeah.
But with 4 fouls, you know.
Only 4?
Only 4.
He'd be fine.
3 seniors in the game right now. Kamani Kimbrough also getting back in the game. Lard, the senior, is going to get a chance. He had a 3 earlier. Would love to see him hit something else right
committed to the University of Tennessee. I heard he's going to be on the rowing team.
That would be fun. I don't know where you heard it from.
I just heard it.
But I
didn't.
Now
you
I
just,
hear it.
Didn't you
now
hear
I heard it.
Yeah. Actually, Tennessee has a pretty good rowing program.
You heard it here before even Garland Lard did. Ball's going to get tipped away. Farmer, well done in collecting it. He's got Kimbrough in the corner. Kimbrough's got to take that. He does. Second big 3 of the game for Kimbrough. Man, really fun to see him come back from injury.
I wish we had about 17 more minutes, but that would mean they would score 100.
Yeah, that's right. Kimbrough now has 6 on the game. Again, those 2 threes, 2 for 2, I think, on shooting tonight. 28-50. Game is still well out of reach. Good to see moments like that, though. Kimbrough is a player that will come back next year. Foster, meanwhile, a rare miss on 3. He's actually gone a little bit cold since those 3 threes in a row. Lard's going to get it ahead to Taylor. Taylor's going to kick it to Garland. Garland to have a shot at 3. Takes a step instead. Dribbles in. Looks back for Taylor. 2 seniors saying, you take it. No, you take it.
Well, I'll give a lot of credit to Martinsville. They close out well on defense. I mean, the Bobcats normally would have shots at the basket right there, but they're putting the pressure on you. So even with the pump fake, they're still getting back in rotation on defense, and you got to give them credit. They're just stifling the Bobcats. Fans are screaming for shots. But at the same time, it's like if Martinsville's not giving you any, it's hard to take them.
Yeah, and I think the fans screaming for shots are really wanting it for the seniors. Apple's going to take another 3, and he hits it. You can't let him out there. Apple's got 7 points in the 4th.
They've made 9 points in 45 seconds.
Hey, you're right. Wow. We'll take all 3 of those.
Most points we've had in the game.
2 by Apple, 1 by Kimbrough, and all of a sudden it's a 19-point game.
11 would sound better.
And it's a 9-0 run. A little bit too little, too late,
yeah,
but again,
wild.
It makes it look respectable.
Sure.
And I'll say this, the starters are still in. This is not where the subs are in, which is kind of wild. You're up 19 on the road, and you're going to still leave in all of your players.
They were up 30, right?
That's exactly right.
20-something.
28 at the very least.
How was that?
It's going to be a foul from behind, but again, Coach knows more than me. That's just kind of wild to me to leave those guys in. You got a game against Floyd tomorrow on the road, and you're still leaving them in.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
They would have been out in the NBA by now.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Again,
there's a reason I'm sitting here commentating, and Coach is sitting over there with a team that's about to go 19-3.
Sure. Who'd they lose to?
Apple, pretty good defense. Those 3 teams that they lost to, none are teams that I've really heard of. So I'm guessing, and it was New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
The day before, and then the third. Yeah, so something like that. Points right there. I didn't see who got it. We're going to see a Martinsville player did lay it in. 2:13 to go. Let's find out.
They hit the deck after. I saw that.
And it.
Oh,
No,
he dumped it
Tinsley
off.
dished it to number 4. That's Tamarion Siddle. He's got 6 on the game.
I mean, this team is led by seniors. Tinsley, a senior. Siddle, a senior. Foster, a senior.
Oh, thank goodness. Anybody else? Tell me they're all seniors.
The only one not a senior that has basically played most of the minutes is Finney, who is a 10th grader. And Isaiah Stone is an 11th grader.
Wait, so Amari Tinsley, you're saying? Yeah, Stone's played. Stone actually has not gotten any buckets
Amari
tonight.
Tinsley's an 11th grader.
Okay.
Stone's played good defense, though.
Yeah, but he's played good defense. Again, every player on this Martinsville team has contributed now.
And then
the backups are
Jacorion
gonna come in.
Turner is a 10th grader, which I suspected that to start with.
Damari Martin coming in. Let's see who else. That's number 14,
Pull the press
Keandre
back. I
Beal
actually
coming
respect
in.
it.
2:13 to go,
Stockton
21-point
coming
lead.
in
They
as
say
well.
guys get some rest.
Yeah, they've earned it.
They have.
What happens if we make like 6 more threes in 30 seconds?
I want to see it.
I mean, I don't expect it to happen, but
Bobcats do have all 4 of their available seniors in, and Apple, the freshman. What an interesting grouping, 4 seniors and a freshman.
I do think Apple's deserved these minutes right here with the seniors right now.
I think so, too.
Yeah, they put the seniors in for the last 2 minutes on senior night, and I think they've kind of earned a curtain call, so to speak.
Yeah,
and I think they're going to get one.
Yeah, Nicely still in the game. Would love to see him score on his senior night. He was out a good bit of the year with injury, battled back, made some good contributions in this season. Would love to see him get awarded with it. There he's going to get awarded with a foul. No, it's going to be on Farmer. Second on Farmer. Jeremiah Holmes coming in.
Coming in for Apple.
Does it say on there what is he a 10th grader or a junior?
Junior.
Junior for Holmes, getting to come in and see. He's had different points of the season that he's been out. Fun to see him in the game also. He replaces Apple, so all 4 seniors and then Holmes instead of Apple now. Big 3, that's Jacorion. Jacorion's going to miss. Farmer's going to get the rebound. Farmer, you'd love to see a bucket made. A ball's going to get knocked away, but it is going to go off of his knee. It's going to be out of bounds. He's frustrated.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's frustrating to come.
It is.
Your home court, lose by 20 on senior night.
Yeah, court they hadn't lost on yet this season. They get beaten down pretty bad, but here's what I'll say. Radford's going to go into the playoffs. Three-pointer is going to be good by number 14. That's Keandre Beal. But Radford's going to go in that first round, certainly have a chance. Meanwhile, Blake Farmer, going to the last second. Maybe got a little bit of cramp there, maybe pull something. He did get the bucket. Don't live to see that with 56 seconds left.
Oh, cramping up.
Senior night, though, he wants to go for it.
Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, that's a hammy.
Did you know that apes don't cramp?
I have seen.
That guy?
Yes, the MLB player you're talking about.
I can't remember. It plays for the Mets, I think.
Yeah.
He eats
Great
bananas in it. And I saw a clip today that was like, apes don't cramp, and he eats like 2 or 3 bananas before every game. And then there was a reporter asked him after a game what was going on, and he goes, I was cramping. It made me laugh. Saw it today.
Bobcats down 22, 40 seconds left. You're going to imagine that Martinsville's just going to dribble this out unless there's a player that wants to get a little bit more. Steal for Lard. I like to see that. Senior night, he's got 30. No, he doesn't have 30.
That'd be hilarious.
I don't know why.
Holmes for 3.
Holmes is going to go for 3. He's not going to be able to connect there. Martinsville's going to get it. You're going to imagine that will be the final score, and it looks to be so. Good moment to see these seniors. Their final moments here. You would love to see Hendricks with them. Hendricks at least able to sit on the bench for this game. 6 seconds left. Dapping each other up. You do like to see that. Good sportsmanship. This whole game has been good sportsmanship. So kudos to Martinsville. They met the billing. Talented team. Both teams looking to go to the playoff. We're going to be able to be posting. Michael is our social media director. I'm sure he's going to post as soon as we know who that'll be against. I do think that the Floyd game will matter tomorrow for who's going to be somewhere. Number 24 is going to go over and talk to the crowd. We're going to see what he's saying. Maybe some disrespect for the crowd for Damari Martin. But it's all in good fun. He's just chatting with the opposing student section.
Sure. Is that what? Yeah.
Some of that chatting, though, got one of our players in trouble. So I would caution players that, hey, after the game, especially when you won by 22, you don't need to say anything. You could just you could just head out.
I know what would have happened when I was in high school.
I know what you would have done. If you
I'm a changed man, Isaac. I would have done anything.
Yes. The Lord does incredible things. Adam Simpson over there, principal, always with a cool head, just tells us guys, hey, we're going to calm down over here. This isn't going to be anything. And sure enough, it wasn't. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so thankful for you joining us all year here at home at Cormany Court. We've gotten to go to a couple games on the road. Thankful for you joining us there. We really hope, depending on the game, that we're able to travel for this playoff game.
Yeah,
should be Friday no matter what. So where is a question?
It really just depends.
Yes.
We would love to be there. However, sometimes as we come into the playoffs, we're not saying anything, but it does cost us money to be at these playoff games. So, we'll see how that goes.
Maybe we'll get a Patreon next year and you can contribute to it. Here's what I'd even say. Friday, I don't think that I don't know when the girls' schedule it is. But in order to really be live, oh no, that won't work. No, maybe it will. If we go on to NFHS and plug in here, it wouldn't come on over the playoff game. I was trying to say we could come in here and broadcast while watching it, but it wouldn't.
Greg Way would have to.
Maybe we could see. Either way, it's some way, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's live, we're going to be broadcasting that game.
I would hope so.
Great.
Especially if it's at Floyd.
Oh, man, that would be madness.
The problem would be, and we'll dive into that. You don't need to hear about all the back-end stuff, but we'll see. We'll post about it.
We'd love to be there.
Have a good night. God bless. Good night. And remember, even in a loss, it's always a good night to be a Bobcat.